Good evening, welcome to the Stonewall Football Club Annual Awards. For those who don't know me, I'm Alex, I'm your club chair. I can see lots of new faces for me in the audience tonight, as well as some old faces. Mike Sholly, where are you? Good to see you all. I hope you had fun if you played the football tournament earlier. B2, I heard rave reviews about your goalkeeping. So before we get going tonight, I just want to say a few thank yous. Today wouldn't have happened without the effort of a few people who I want to call out in particular. They are James, Joe and B2. So thank you to them. Tonight. There was a silent auction run in advance of this evening. The deadline was yesterday. I don't know if I've forgotten if that's linked to today, but that was to raise funds to help support some of our members to go out to Lyon next month. So thanks to Max, Shane and Loic for organising that. Also thanks to Alison and everyone at the venue here for their help and support. Given we're heading into the end of the year, beginning of the new year, I also want to take this opportunity to thank some people who've helped make the club run over the last 12 months. No small feat, it's a lot bigger than when I first got involved, a lot more complex. You're all a lot more demanding. So I want to thank our managers, that's Naomi, Ty, Aidan, Tony, Ashley, Alex and Eric. And also the committee that served this year. They do a lot of work, some of which you won't see, but it all helps the club tick. But I do want to thank Mike, Fernando, Elliot, Pat, Shane, B2, Sean, James, Joe, JP, Dean, Julia, Gavin, Matt, Louis and Jay. So since we had this night last year, a lot's happened on field. Included in the highlights, we're winning the IGFA World Championships for the 10th time in Buenos Aires. The second place finish in the Eurogames in Vienna. Our first team placed 5th in the Middlesex County Premier League. The dev team also finished 5th, a season of 2 halves, so really great performance there for the dev team. Our WMB team placed 5th. I'm sure we'll hear more about their journey this year later on. Congratulations to the WMB 11s team. Our Unity team finished 5th place. There was a memo, by the way, at the beginning of the year. All managers had to finish 5th, unless you were the Unity dev team, in which case 6th was okay. So well done to the Unity dev team. We also had a fantastic afternoon at the Den for the LUL Cup final, so congratulations to the Unity team for that. WMB team played at LMCT for the first time as well, and our Unity Thursday Fives group went up to the Leicester tournament, I think back in September, was that right? And made it to the final, came second under 2014, so congratulations to all those who went up to Leicester. It's been busy off-field as well. You will have seen our new kits. The Unity 2.0 kit launch happened. Thanks to the work of Mike and Shane, we've got a new agreement with Adidas that will push on for another year or 2. So fantastic work from those guys. We went up to Old Trafford for a pitch day with the Rainbow Devils and Adidas, which was great fun. There was a theatre social. It's written here, Gay Witch Sex Cult, which sounds like a typical Saturday night for some of the first team. But I'm told that was a play at the Soho Theatre, which we went to in the autumn. There was a Christmas party in Raffle, bowling in March, and coming up will be all of the Pride. So London Pride, Black Pride, and Trans Pride at the end of July. Just a quick moment about the broader context that we operate in. It's one a bit harder, I think. So if you think back to the history of the club when it was set up in 1991, it was a pretty hostile environment back at that point for gay men. The heritage of the club is for gay men, but the social environment, particularly with the AIDS crisis and HIV meant that it wasn't a fun time to be in the community, and particularly if you were gay and trying to play football, it was a real challenge. The club was set up so that people could find sanctuary and enjoy playing football, no matter who they loved or what sexuality they were. And I feel like this year, more than any in recent years, that founding mission of the club has been really important. And there's a few things across the year that I think signify that. The big thing was, of course, the Supreme Court ruling in April, which has called into question how some of our members are able to participate and put potential constraints on them participating in the way that they want. And one of the things we need to do over the next 12 months is really ensure that all of those members affected by that judgment continue to enjoy football in the way that they want, and continue to enjoy this as a space where they can be themselves and play football. Lots of stuff coming up in the next few weeks. So we've got our largest ever contingent of members going to an international tournament since 2018. So Lyon is coming up in July, so looking forward to that. We'll also, as I said, be represented at all of the prides, London Pride, Black Pride and Trans Pride, and also we'll do the governance stuff for the committee this year. So we'll do the AGM, but after we get back from Lyon, it's just quite a challenging thing logistically. It's just important that there's continuity of the committee to get that done, and then we'll switch in and start again. You'll also hear very shortly we will be going out to recruit for some new managers, because some of those on our roster are stepping down. We'll talk more about that a little later on. Right, that's enough for me. I'll be back later on. I'm going to hand over to the managers now for their presentations and articulation of how wonderful you've been all season.